Welcome to Astro Venture, the DSLR astrophotography channel. Hey there, Astro Ventures. Welcome back. If you're new to this channel, my name is George, and this is the astrophotography channel for DSLR or mirrorless camera bodies, combined with the lenses you own and a simple star tracker like the SkyGuider Pro that I have here today. I wanted to take a moment and discuss polar alignment with Polaris using either the SkyGuider Pro or the Star Adventurer. Now, both systems in their stock form come with what's called a reticle. It's a alignment system that you use by looking through the device, through the optics that are inside, and you line up a dot in the reticle to the star Polaris. Now, this works well for shorter focal lengths that you might be using, say, under 300 millimeters. However, there's a few problems with this system, and that's the reason why I encourage the SkyGuider Pro with the iPolar, and it's what, for me, really kind of sets it apart. So here's what happens. You go out to set up to shoot for the evening, and with the SkyGuider Pro or the Star Adventurer, you have to configure your equipment in a 12 to 6 o'clock position to look through the reticle to do your polar alignment. So now let's say you have the perfect alignment and you're good to go. You now rotate your camera to whatever the target is that you're going to photograph. And what happens is, because of this weight shift, it actually pulls the reticle off of your target. So right off the bat, you have some inaccuracy to get started. Now, as you're running through the night, because ideally all of us want hours of data, whatever inaccuracy you have, over time, that compounds and becomes greater and greater. Now, let's jump back to the iPolar. Initially, I will set up my unit here. I will have the camera and the weight sitting in a 12, 6 o'clock position. And I'll do that just roughly, because after I have that set up, I will then swing the camera around to my target. Then, looking at the software on my computer from my Optron, I can see exactly how much this weight shift has pulled my alignment off of the star Polaris. And then with the software up, I can go in and I can tweak and adjust my SkyGuider Pro to get it back on target. Now, it's a really accurate system. However, it's not going to be perfect. So about 30 to 40 minutes, and it's my standard routine, I will go back, power up the computer, fire up the iOptron software again, and I will see exactly where my alignment has drifted off of target. Pause the shooting for a moment, make a quick little adjustment, and then I'm on my way again. This is really important because you think about it, when you're shooting over 300 millimeters, 400, 500, 600, I can get my configuration all the way up to 900 millimeters of focal length, depending on the configuration. And if I'm using a reticle, I'm not that accurate. And because I have to move off of target to a 12-6 position, if I keep shooting through the night, I keep drifting further and further off. If I stop, go back to the 12 and 6 o'clock position, again, I'm losing time. And when I swing it back into the shooting position, again, I'm going to pull it off of my target because of the weight shift. There are options to get around this issue of not being able to plug in an iPolar into the Star Adventurer. However, they're about twice the price of what it costs for the iPolar to install into the SkyGuider Pro. And in that configuration, the iPolar with the SkyGuider Pro, it's very clean. It replaces what the reticle is, or where the reticle is in the SkyGuider Pro body. On the Star Adventurer, you end up needing to use an external computer, a guide scope. In total, you're going to be looking at about $500 and a lot more complexity. So if you already own a SkyGuider Pro, you can pick up the iPolar, retrofit it into your unit, and you're good to go. If you're using a Star Adventurer, it's a great system, but to get to that better alignment than what the reticle can do for you, you're going to end up spending a little more than twice what it would cost for the iPolar. But you're already invested in the Star Adventurer, so I would go that route. In closing, these are things for you to consider. If you haven't purchased any unit, it's why I encourage you to consider the SkyGuider Pro with the iPolar for that accuracy. If you're already invested into a unit, if it's SkyGuider, I encourage you, spend the extra money, get the iPolar, put it into the system, your accuracy will improve. If you have the Star Adventurer and you want to shoot beyond 300 millimeters to get those really deep space objects, I encourage you to look at other methods to get to that accuracy that the iPolar can do for you. If you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, I request that you please subscribe, ring the bell, and continue to follow us as this channel grows. Thank you again for joining me today, and until next time, I wish you clear skies.